Hopefully it's recording. Yes, recording started. Awesome. All right, again, just welcome again, and I'll be sharing my screen, running through a PowerPoint with you guys regarding what your child will be experiencing on this field experience when we go to Austin and San Antonio, okay? So let's do that now. Let me share my screen. Let me see, PowerPoint Live, number 2. Let's see here. Just preparing my slides. Awesome. Can you see my screen, the journeys of Texas? No, that's not it, actually. Let me go to the other one. Stop sharing. Stop that. Sorry about that. I just have multiple things here. Because if not, I could just share the itinerary here. Share. Let's see. Where is it? Let me see. Presenter mode. Why isn't it not getting mine? If not, I'll just tell you guys what it is because I'm sorry, technical difficulties. So the day will be on the 14th and 15th of February. It's a Wednesday and a Thursday. Okay. And this will all be in your as parents, you guys are gonna sign this to let your kids go. Is basically just letting them know that the kid's gonna go. So it starts off with you the 14th, which is a Wednesday. Kids need to be at school by 6:30 the latest. We will be leaving um, to Austin by 7 a.m. We will not have the room or the school open. We'll go straight to the buses. So kids will be getting um, to their buses as soon as they get here. Every child will know what bus they'll be arriving to before they even get here to our campus the day of. Kids will get their buses, their groups, their chaperone. Um, Everything will be ready 2, 3 weeks beforehand. We do this so that kids could lessen the nerves when it comes to traveling, and lessen the nerves of who their group is, so that they know that they're in a group that they're comfortable in, because that's what they need. They need to be comfortable in what group they're going to be in. Um, Also, by then we'll be departing. So we want kids to have their breakfast and lunch ready for them on Wednesday, because if they don't have their lunch ready or breakfast ready, they'll have to wait till we get to Buc-ee's. Every year we go to Buc-ee's, and kids are more excited about Buc-ee's than they are about going to a mission. Somehow, I don't know what Buc-ee's does to these kids, but they are more excited about that than they are about anything else. So we'll be going to Buc-ee's to get breakfast, and they'll be getting their snacks and their drinks for the rest of the trip, because there's going to be a lot of walking on that day. We'll be walking Austin. We're going to go to the Capitol, and we're going to go to the Bob Bullock Museum. So again, we're going to go to the Capitol, the state Capitol. We're going to go on a tour of the Capitol, and it's actually very cool. I like that. I feel like I'm a tour guide when I go there because I know so much of the history. I know the paintings and everything. From there, we're going to walk to the Bob Bullock Museum, which is a block and a half from the Capitol. So we'll be doing a lot of transitioning. So that's where the chaperones have to come in. We will give you the itinerary. You'll read it on the next meeting. The itinerary will be given to you guys so that those who are wanting to go could have the itinerary, and you as a chaperone could feel comfortable knowing where you're going to go walking. You can even Google it, see how many steps or how many blocks it is, how much walking you're going to be doing, so that you can better guide the group of kids that we will assign to you. Every chaperone group will have at least 7 students. So the more chaperones we have, the less students we'll have per group. That's what we want, around 24 to 25 chaperones. If we have more, then awesome. But we want to meet that mark of 24 to 26 chaperones. The reason why, again, less kids per group. and that means that you are able to manage that small group of students you have. Um, you as a chaperone are in charge of those 5 to 7 kids you'll get. Last year, each chaperone got around 7 students, and that's because we had less chaperones. So we as teachers had to kind of help manage some students as well. So hopefully this year we have more parents going. Um, Parents, if you're interested, please have your background checks ready. We will be opening up the Sign Up Genius next Thursday. All right, so be on the lookout for that email and that link. But again, we need chaperones. We'll be doing walking on. So again, that first day, we're leaving here. We want all students here by 6:30, the latest. So 6:15 ish, we're gonna start setting up. I will be here. A bunch of other teachers will be here as well. We'll be guiding students to their bus. Each bus will be labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 so that each kid knows, okay, I will be in bus 4 or bus 1. Teachers will be in each bus, maybe 2 or 3 teachers will be in each bus. And then, of course, the group of parents that will be there as well. And on the bus, chaperones, you will not have to do much. It's just making sure kids aren't standing up while the bus is driving or the bus driver is driving. Of course, once we get we will take attendance, so it'll be the responsibility of the chaperone, and we'll give you guys a list of kids in your group. So when we get off of the bus, you'll take attendance. So you make sure all your kids are there, your little ducks, right? And then when we go back into the bus, you'll take attendance so that we know we have all of our children in that bus and no one's missing out. So it's just parents are there monitoring children that they're not doing anything suspicious or against Fort Bernard's policy or Quail Valley policy. All right, and then also taking attendance every time we make a stop, every time we go to a building, you take attendance. You make sure all of our students are following the policies or the rules of each building we're going to, and in the mission system we're going to be going to, making sure that they're not doing things that will hurt or harm the building or the people that own that building, or because there's some buildings that are owned by a group of people right now. Like the mission we'll be going to the next day, that Thursday, we'll be going to a mission that's still being used now. So that's why we say we have to be careful with that one. And making sure that your group is with you at all times. All right. That is your responsibility as a chaperone. Your responsibility as a chaperone, again, is to take attendance every time we get on the bus and get off the bus. Um, Making sure that they're not doing anything that breaks the rules of Quail Valley Middle School, Fort Bend ISD, making sure they're following all of that. And you're not, when we get to the hotel, making sure that they're not running around the hotel, because the hotels are used by other people, not just by us. Last year we did a great job. We just need to do, again, there's always room for improvement. So we're going to do a better job in the next meeting that we have with the rest of the chaperones that have signed up. We will tell you guys the expectations in the hotels. But in the meantime, it's just that, letting you guys know there's going to be a lot of walking. So that may deter you from wanting to go. Uh, monitoring our students at all times. Again, when they board the bus, when they get off the bus, also in the hotels, monitoring the hotels when they go up the elevators and down the elevators, making sure that they're not causing any issues. But besides that, just have fun and have the experience with the kids. Parents get a lot of going to this field experience because they're also learning with the students, and that's one feedback we get from all parents when they go to this field experience, is that they're learning a lot about Texas history and a lot about the students. And that's what we want. All right. If you have any questions, I will put my email on the chat so that everyone who has an email, um, everyone who wants to email me a question regarding the field experience or any other things when it comes to roommate list, buses, clothes, anything like that. That's going to be more for the next group of the next meeting that we'll have. We'll talk more about expectations when it comes to the attires that we'll be wearing, the shoes that we'll be wearing. Like we have it to a T because that's how we've done it in the academy, and we've changed some things, of course, but in the meantime, we have not had any issues when it comes to um, troublemakers. We don't have any of that stuff. No kids have broken any rules. Nothing has happened when it comes to any negativity from this field experience, and we'll continue that trend for this one as well. Our students are very excited. That's all they ask about is the San Antonio trip. They ask questions, and I reassure them in class. And those who have Coach Webster also, um, they have also asked me questions, and I answer them. And when it comes to chaperones on bus, I know that was a question that was on the group chat. They will also ride the bus with us. All right. You will be there with your group of students. There will not be one bus just for the chaperones. You will be there on the field experience with the kids, and you'll get to experience the whole field trip with the students. And you got to get a glimpse of what a teacher goes through when it comes to a bus full of kids. And it'll be an exciting time. My
Mr.
email, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Mr. Gonzalez, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes, okay.
I was going to see if you could go over the ground rules for signing up next week, because you're gonna post the link starting, I think, at 4 o'clock next week on the 16th for the sign up, and it's first come first serve, right?
Yes, it is first come, first serve. So make sure you have set a timer or set a reminder on your calendars because it is first come, first serve. And we'll have a wait list, but just because you're in a wait list does not mean you'll be able to go. Also, we have parents in the past who have been followers of the field experience. Those who follow do not get to ride on the bus. They don't get the hotel room with the students. They have to do everything on their own. They have to take their own car. But for the most part, if you're a part of the chaperone list that we have and you sign up and you get one of the slots, then you'll be going on the bus with us. Again, it'll be at 4 o'clock next Thursday. We'll be sending out that link. I don't know if I'll be doing that or Ms. Holmes will do that, but the link
I'll
will
s-
be sent.
it'll
Yeah,
be emailed to the parents, a link. You'll get like the little reminder flyer. It'll be similar to the flyer that was sent for the reminder for today's meeting. It'll have
yeah.
the link to the sign up genius for parents to sign up.
Again, my email's on the chat. If you have any questions regarding anything with this field experience, we've been planning this field experience since the summer. Like I went to these places and did everything meticulously. Like I did everything that I walked every street the kids were gonna walk. I took pictures of every street they're going to be crossing so that whenever we do have these meetings for the next meeting, everything will be there for you guys so that you're not worried about what is this going to look like, how does this look. Everything will be there for you so that you as a parent could take a breather, and as a chaperone as well, you don't have to worry about how does this look or not.
Can I just note that if you are doing for the sign up for next week, if you're wanting to sign up, just some ground rules for it, just so that everyone's on the same page about it. Um, because there are a lot, it's typically in high demand. We want to make sure that it's fair and equal for everybody, right? So one of the priorities that we have is that you have to be background checked. That's a must, right? So if you're trying to sign up next week, I will have the list of all of the background checked volunteers, and we'll cross check it against who signed up. And unfortunately, if your name is on the list and you're not background checked, we will have to remove you from the list so that those that are background checked can join and be a chaperone. So if it doesn't fill up by the time you get a background check, that's great. You can sign up. But we really do want to emphasize that you must be background checked. We can't go back and forth and wait for that background check. So your name will be taken off the list if you're not background checked before you sign up. So you have a week to get that done, and it doesn't take a long time. It's literally 5 minutes. You fill it out, and they are really quick about approving it. So try to get that done now, and then you'll be ready to go for next week. And then another thing that I think we wanted to mention is that there won't be any holding spots for, you can't take 2 spots or 3 spots for the same person. If you and your spouse want to both go and be chaperones, that's absolutely fantastic. We would love that. But I would like to mention that you would need to each sign up for a spot, not have one person sign up for 2 spots, because I don't know who that person is. I don't know who their children are. So when you sign up, you're signing your name, you're putting your child's name there, and it's very clear who these people are, so I can background check you. So please individually sign up.
Yes, and it only takes again, like Miss She said, it only takes a couple of minutes, and we also gave you guys a whole week to kind of get that situated and get your background checked. Because if you for sure don't have your background check, we cannot let you chaperone our students. Okay. Again, if you there you go. We have the link there from Ms. Coleman Holmes. Thank you for that. And if you have any questions, again, email me. I'm very quick to respond, or I'll take my time a little bit just to further get all the details, but I'm very good at answering those emails and concerns that you may have when it comes to chaperoning and this whole field experience.
Mr. Gonzalez, there's one
yes.
question. Do we have to book their own room for the hotel?
We will do that. So when we get the whole list of chaperones and students, we reserve those rooms for the chaperones. And once we do that, you don't have to book anything. The only ones that have to book their own rooms will be the follower parents, the ones who didn't make the list but still want to go, and they'll be the only ones that have to book their own hotels, and they won't be able to get on the bus.
And also there's parents who wanting to volunteer, there will be a $75 fee in order to participate or to volunteer for this field experience.
Yes. So that's also something worth noting. If you want to go, this fee is more for the hotel and the bus, because those are 2 of the biggest needs when it comes to financial. Yes. And that's it for me. Again, you can email me, and you can personalize that email to me, and I'll respond quickly to you. Thank you. I don't know if Ms. Holmes or Dr. Udy have any questions or any more comments to add.
We just ask for all of the participants, if you don't mind entering your first and last name in the chat, just so we can have a record of who attended this meeting. And basically just to have a record for who attended this meeting. So if you don't mind, before you log off, if you would just leave your first and last name in the chat. And again, if you have any questions, Mr. Gonzalez has entered his email address in the chat. You can email Mr. Gonzalez, and we'll get together to make sure that we answer all of the questions that you may have regarding this field experience. And with that being said, this Dr. Udy, do you have any comments?
Just like to say thank you to everyone who is here tonight and will to consider the trip. This is a great experience for student parents, and so we're very thankful that you're willing to help support it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
And
taking
with that
time.
being said, that concludes our meeting.